Okay, so you can't really see me because it's dark, but I have crashed my bike. I'm much warmer than I was. I've got into the swing of things, my legs are working, and I'm in the sun! I'm in the sun! December cycling. So, hello. It's 14th of December, it's a Saturday. It's the first day that's even had a glimmer of sunshine in well over a week, and there's no sunshine forecast for the next week. So I'm out today. You know, you can go cycling in there when it's overcast, but there's something about the sun that makes everything so much better, especially when it's 8 degrees with a wind chill of 5 degrees. I don't have that many hours of daylight left because I couldn't leave until afternoon. So I've cut this ride a little bit short. I mean, I'm at the beginning of it, but I've cut it short on the navigation. I don't massively mind cycling in the dark, but if I'm out for a jolly in the sunshine, there's nothing to see after dark. In the interests of doing something a bit different, a bit fun, I'm gonna cycle to a place called Dittisham, well, Greenway, which is where Agatha Christie used to live. Or Summered or something, it's her house anyway. And I'm going to catch a ferry then across about 5 centimetres of river at Dittisham and then cycle north from there. Who doesn't love a ferry? So up until now I've been riding the Stover Trail, whatever it's called. I always forget what it's called. It's not Granite Way. Anyway, Temple Way maybe? And now I'm in an industrial estate in Newton Abbot. I'm not that familiar with this area. I've only done this section once. But I'm actually following National Cycle Route 28. Like, say what you want about Britain's cycling infrastructure, which is shockingly bad, but also we do have a lot of national cycle routes. And, you know, a lot of those will be on roads, but this isn't. I think I'm around the back of the tip, the rubbish dump, the refuse centre. So what doesn't really help is the fact that the sun is out and it's glorious. It means I can't see anything because it's quite low in the mid-winter sky. Pretty much literally midwinter. Still, now is the section from Newton Abbot to Paynton, which is basically alongside an A road. And through a bunch of like small sort of, just like urban sprawl, I think, that links the two of them. It is loud, but I am actually having a nice time now. Oh god, sirens. I'm much warmer than I was. I've got into the swing of things, my legs are working, and I'm in the sun! I'm in the sun! I think I'm at the top of Torquay. My geography of this area is really bad. There's just so many roads, crisscrossing roads. There's a really good cycle path actually. It's not very nice because it's along the road. And the road is really busy, but there's a cycle path, so I'm happy. Just came off the main road, straight onto this tiny, like, rural feeling lane, which is so steep. Like, just absurd. So I'm having a nice walk. It's so hard to get out in winter because you kind of get cozy in your house or cold in your house. Either one doesn't help, because if you're cozy in your house you don't want to get cold outside. If you're cold in your house, then you can't like drum up the enthusiasm to get even colder outside. That's why I really wanted to come out today specifically, because of the sun, because it makes such a huge difference. Oh my lord, that was steep. And it has made such a huge difference. I'm doing such a weird route. Like, I've just invented it. I don't cycle around here ever. And the thing that got me out of the door today is purely the idea of getting on the Ditcham ferry. I hope it's running. I've never been on it before. And I don't know, I just like to pick something novel to aim for. And that's my reason for riding. This is such a patchwork ride. It requires quite intense navigation. It goes all over the place because this area is really set up for cars travelling at 60. And then residential roads which do not link up together. So I've tried to piece together a route that keeps me off stuff like dual carriageways, but still get to where I want to go. It's quite difficult, but it's fun. It's a fun challenge. I mean, I certainly wouldn't want to do this top bit of the Geopark Way, which is now what I'm on, at night. It's a bit sort of fly tippy. Vans parked up. I have so many regrets about cycling through painting. This road above Painton just doesn't end. It doesn't end. It's just so busy and really loud as a result, but just like endless massive supermarkets above the town. It's so bizarre. It's funny because the other side of this route, once I get off this road and then I go down to the ferry, is going to be really beautiful and tranquil. And then I think it'll be tranquil more or less for the rest of the way to Totnes, where I end this route, I think. Oh, traffic, traffic, traffic. None of this is on my map. There's a cycle path pointed this way and it's now disappeared. I'm now just in a new housing estate. Okay, that truly went nowhere at all. Instead, I managed to absolutely cane it along the main road. And now I finally turned off and I'm in Galmpton. Finally, I'm back in more familiar turf. Not because I'm familiar with this area, because I've never been here before, but because I'm back in villages and lanes, which I love. I'm very appreciative that there's a cycle path more or less the whole way from Newton Abbot. Like, sometimes I was just on regular residential roads, but most of the time there was a cycle path, whether it was on pavement or like a painted bit on the road. But the volume of traffic along there for the last hour has just been so much. I mean, it's nothing like it is in summer when it's impossible, but it just means there's so much noise. It doesn't make for a very restful, peaceful cycle ride, whereas this is, oh god, that's a hedge. This is silent. So I've cleared all that urbanness and I think I'm just gonna basically freewheel downhill to Greenway, catch the little ferry across the River Dart. Dartmouth is down that way. I was going to go there, but downtime. And then cycle up to Totnes, which will all be lanes, I think. The last time I was here, I had, it was on my sailing trip, and it was the first time I came back to England in 3 years with the boat. And we anchored just over there, and the harbour master came in. We'd come from the Caribbean, we'd come from Panama, and the harbour master came in and we had to sign into customs in the country right here in Ditcham. It was so absurd. There you go. That was the Greenway Ditch and Ferry. Amazing. Also, I've just remembered that Ditcham is at the bottom of such a savage hill. Like, I don't even think I'll be able to ride out of the village. Boat masts. Not what you expect to see at the top of a hill. Boats. This hill is absolutely killer. It is so steep. What's funny about cycling in a really hilly area is that so much of the time, like if you've really tried to climb a hill, got out of the saddle, everything, and then you just can't, and so you're walking, like your body is in so much discomfort. The change of muscle groups. I just want to sit by the road, call a taxi, but I can't because I'm in the arse end of nowhere. Also, that would be ridiculous. And so there's this kind of constant mental battle between giving up and carrying on. I'm also being stalked by an Amazon delivery driver, I think. It's just a guy in a white van. It's the same white van. And he's just suddenly behind me, so I pull over because it's narrow. I pull over and then he zooms ahead and then he disappears off down somewhere. And then I somehow overtake him regularly. We've now passed each other maybe 7 times. So I think he's literally just delivering to all the houses and farms along here. He keeps having to cut off and come back on again. I keep accidentally overtaking him, like when he's off delivering something. And then I'll suddenly turn around and there's a van immediately behind me. It's quite funny. He's giving me bigger and bigger waves every time I pull over for him. Getting to that point in my ride where all I can think about is what I'm going to eat for dinner. It's Ashbrington, and it's just a hill. It's just a massive hill. Now I'm on Sharpham Estate, it's just outside of Totnes, which I believe is where Sharpham cheese comes from. Is that a thing? It's a wicked little path through the Sharpham Estate. It just winds alongside the marshes. It's quite hilly, but it's paved and it's silent, apart from the little blackbirds foraging around in the leaves. Man, I'm tired though. Hello.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Just not my chain.
Oh, what?
Come on, chain. Okay, so you can't really see me because it's dark, but I have crashed my bike. I'm trying to get my chain back on. It's not going very well. My hands are covered in oil. I'm in quite a lot of pain from crashing. Honestly, I've never had this much oil on my hands in my entire life. Yes, come on. Yes! Just get you back on your chain ring, like a good chain. Back on the chain ring. Okay, are you on? You look pretty on. Why am I wearing a white jersey? Who thought that was going to be a good idea? Okay, I guess it's dark, so you can't really see how black my hands are. I'm not that far from Totnes now, like I must be less than a mile really. My hands are covered in oil. I don't have any wipes because I'm an idiot. Even though you guys have told me to get them before. That was quite a bad crash. So basically, I was cycling down this path that you can't really see because it's dark. And I was trying to avoid these people who were walking up it, and so I went off into the leaves, but it turns out that the leaves were hiding a bit of a groove, so between mud and paved, so and it's downhill. I came straight off quite impressively. My knees hurt. So I got to Totnes in one piece, and now I'm just taking a short hop, literally a 10-minute train journey, but it's going to save me over an hour of cycling, and it's already dark, so then I've just got a half an hour-ish bike ride home from the next train station. I did get some sun though, I did get some sun. Just like to say, this is not normal. This whole street is like Christmas light crazy. What a ride. 53k. About 800 meters of elevation maybe. I'm very glad to be home.